Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach. In this video we're looking at another VeVe NFT video, going with Coca-Cola this time. First of all, of course, the price is 26818 on a low of 2626. Can't even see it. Ascendx is not my favorite thing compared to CoinMarketCap. I don't know when it's going to come back on CoinMarketCap, but either way, you know what the price is. That being said, this video is about VeVe, digital collectibles inspired by the infinite possibilities of space. Coca-Cola Starlight evokes the feeling of a journey to space. Be among the first to claim your piece of the Coca-Cola Starlight universe when full digital collectibles drop this Sunday, 10 April. So in 2 days from now. And of course, this itself, we can see on the right, relevant people, VeVe and Coca-Cola. Now, when I first started covering VeVe, we were looking at all these interesting and exciting opportunities of Disney. Disney, of course, has happened, and I'm sure it's continuing to happen. But now we're seeing another incredibly legacy IP around the world, right? And what's interesting here is that Coca-Cola themselves actually retweeted this as well. I went to have a look at what the feedback was, but because it was tweeted on the VeVe account, and because I don't think Coca-Cola's audience is necessarily that heavy on NFTs, I was looking for basically what the feedback was from the mainstream. Were people happy about this? Were they not? Instead, what I found was just a lot of hardcore VeVe enthusiasts and photos commenting on this, which meant that I wasn't really able to get a good gauge, I don't think, of what actual Coca-Cola fans think of this. In fairness, because most Coca-Cola fans probably aren't even really caring about this. In fairness, a big part of that is because I don't think Coke is giving them a good reason, neither is VeVe, to care about it apart from an investment vehicle as far as I'm concerned. That being said, we're going to have a look at not just the drop as far as what has been put out for, Medium, but we're also going to have a look at the campaign's goals outside of the NFT drop itself. That being said, I've realized that I can hack my own job here, because this YouTube channel, I guess, is part of my job. And with that said, we're going to listen to this rather than me talk it. Let's go.
Coca-Cola Creations, Starlight. Coca-Cola returns to VeVe on Sunday, April 10, 2022 at 12 p.m. only on the VeVe app for iOS and Android. Starlight. In 1985, Coca-Cola was the first soft drink consumed in outer space, when astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger sipped from the Coca-Cola space can. Now, more than 36 years later, the brand is bringing the magic of outer space down to Earth for a limited time via the launch of an intergalactic flavor and galaxy of immersive, otherworldly digital experiences. Inspired by the infinite possibilities of space, Coca-Cola Starlight fuses signature Coca-Cola taste with unexpected touches, including a reddish hue and cooling taste sensation evoking the feeling of a journey to space. Series 1. Be among the first to claim your piece of the Coca-Cola Starlight universe. As part of a limited series of Coca-Cola creations, these unique items are sure to elevate your collection at hyperspeed. Prepare for liftoff. Blind boxes. Get ready to add to the excitement of drop day with our blind box offerings. This drop is available for purchase as a blind box, meaning you won't know which amazing collectible/rarity you have acquired until after your successful purchase. From there, you can continue to expand your collection with additional blind boxes, or interact with other users in the market to complete your set. Coca-Cola Starlight Can. Coca-Cola Starlight is the first product to launch in a limited series of Coca-Cola creations, so why wait to get yours? This unique packaging design features a multi-dimensional, light-filled star field that captures some of the mystery and essence of what we love about space. Infinite possibilities. Intergalactic flavor. All wrapped into one.
Okay, before we go further with the text-to-speech, this, of course, is the common, and I believe the common is animated. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I have been slightly out of the loop lately, but is this the first common that we've seen that's animated? I could be wrong, but I generally, when I think about animated VeVe NFTs, I think about the stuff that's really rare, so.
Drop date, 10th of April, 12 p.m. PT list price, 40.00 editions, 14,985 edition type, first edition rarity, common license, Coca-Cola brand, Starlight series, Starlight S1 available, globally. Starlight orb. What do you see when you peer into this orb of Coca-Cola Starlight? Is it the reddish hue that captivates you? What about the infinite little bubbles that seem to float weightlessly? Let your imagination run wild. Drop date, 10th of April.
Okay, so I think we got what we wanted out of the text to speech. So we have the orb right here. I'll explain why I'm laughing soon. But we have an orb right here. This is obviously list price 40. It's all going to be list price 40 because of the blind box. Editions this time around is 11,985. This one I believe is also animated. And the next one is, I would assume, the rare. Okay, animated. This time around it's the Coca-Cola Creations footprint, Canon image transport each in the galaxy. We think so. Part of the Coca-Cola Creation Limited series of sparkling beverage launches. The Starlight footprint makes it quite an impression. Where will your first exploration and discovery take you? Edition's 8,985. Then we have an animated one for Starlight. This time it's the space can. This is the ultra rare. I wonder what the animation is actually going to look like. I would like to see that. Since it was the first soft drink consumed in space, you might say Coca-Cola is no stranger to exploration. I'm not reading this. Edition's 2,985. And this one has a 2.5% secondary market fee with a 6% licensor fee. Okay. So the reason why I'm laughing is simply because I find it pretty funny. And Coca is not the only one that does this. Pretty much every large company does this. So it's, it makes sense. It's just funny when like you have a company that literally just makes liquid that's like black, tastes good to some people, which is great. But when they like start attaching space to it, I'm like, it's a drink, bro, calm down. But I get that, you have to be part of culture. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. It's just funny to me. Coca-Cola Creations debut Starlight, a space inspired drink. So now we're actually going to have a look at what sort of like the campaign is meant to be about. I'm assuming it's like a PR thing, but this isn't to do with VeVe itself. This is to do with the Starlight campaign. So let's go through what's happening here. So they debuted a new innovation platform called Coca-Cola Creations, which will be a space to take the iconic brand's name and logo to new cultural and creative places. Of course, they have to do this. This is marketing. The first product to launch as a part of the Snap platform is called Starlight, a limited edition drink that imagines what a soda might taste like in another part of the universe. The drink has a red shoe. Okay, so I think we've already read that. 35 years ago, Coca-Cola partnered with NASA to become one of the first soft drinks to travel to space. Again, great marketing strategy, right? And the statement shared with brand innovators. That same passion for space still exists today with Coca-Cola Starlight. We wanted to celebrate the remarkable ability of space exploration to inspire generations to discover new worlds of infinite possibilities. We set out to bring that concept through a simple sip, captured some of the mystery, etc. So let's have a look at what's going on here, because I see the NFT word here. The effort is part of the Real Magic brand platform. The company announced in 2021, Coca-Cola Creations has plans to release new limited edition products and experiences in physical and digital worlds throughout the year. Last year, the company began to dip its toes in the world of NFTs in an effort that also includes a hybrid physical-digital approach. For instance, the Friendship Box NFT reimagined a vintage Coca-Cola cooler as a living light vortex that visually connects NFTs. The brand gave also away, of course, the physical stuff too. For over a century, they've maintained a cultural status. Basically, when we launched Real Magic, we wanted to connect with, celebrate the experiences that bring joy to young people today, and that has taken us to exciting new territory. And actually, now I think of it, this is, I know I'm getting this really slowly now, but I'm pretty sure we actually saw Coca-Cola NFT on VeVe before. This isn't the first time, I'm pretty sure. I'm just thinking about it, and I'm pretty sure I made a video about Coca-Cola like months ago. The campaign is centered around AR concert on a Coca-Cola experience. Consumers can scan a can or bottle on the new drink to see max performance as part of an AR holographic private concert. So it will be interesting if what we're seeing with this NFT will actually lead to any of that, or if that has to be on the physical cans. I'm not quite sure. But if it is, then of course that will be some cool use case for the NFT itself. That said, of course, also want to make it very clear, most of you probably knew this already, but this isn't the first time that Coca-Cola has dabbled into NFTs at all. This was literally happening last year with Taffy, apparently, for decentralized wearables, which I assume was part of Decentraland, but I'm not quite sure. It was on OpenSea. Oh yeah, okay. So it went on Decentraland, because I think Coca-Cola actually had a concert, didn't they, in Decentraland last year? So yeah, that being said, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your take. Personally, just thought this is an interesting one. I did really want to see what the mainstream's opinion on this was, but part of the problem here, actually, I wish I said this earlier because people won't have, this is so far into the video now, but this is like some of the fudders in the VeVe comments are not, I guess, just not investors maybe, or like not very smart maybe. I don't know, like this. I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. I never am. I never try to be, I mean, but people fudding in these, especially like people who call VeVe a scam or whatever, and like we're trying to push, we're trying to push the NFT space forward. Now, to the mainstream, NFT is oftentimes either not known at all or it's synonymous with scams. So when you're talking about VeVe being a scam because you're upset about their slowness in cash out, which I get, I'm not saying it's a invalid upset, you know, I'm not saying it's invalid to be upset about that. But when I see people commenting, especially on celebrity posts as well, who are getting into VeVe, and people are saying, don't do it, it's a scam, you are so doing a disservice. Yes, VeVe isn't necessarily being fast, and I get that. I do get that. But to call it a scam is really unhelpful, not just to VeVe, but the entire NFT space. So those of you who are doing that, you're in the wrong. It's quite simple. VeVe, obviously, it would be good for them to be faster, but learn to get over it with your investment. Don't invest too much, not financial advice, but just general, you know, people shouldn't invest too much, especially what they can't afford, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, don't FUD public spaces. If you have an issue, for sure, like say it in the private or whatever, but publicly where mainstream are going to be looking at it, you're just slowing down the space because people are already worried enough about scams. They don't need people fudding about scams. It isn't actually a scam, it's just a delay. It's a very big difference. That being said, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. This is my channel covering stuff in VeVe. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next VeVe video.